All right. Let's see. Okay. So, I think we're live. Let's do this. This. What's next? Grab this. Okay. All right. So collapse this. And I think we're good to go, guys. I think we're chilling. All right. Let's do it. All right. So the name of the game today, developer stream. All right. I'm now crying. So name of the game today, guys, is obviously dev stream. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to KFC is better than our. Oh my god. Okay, I can't do this. I can't do this conversation anymore. We're gonna be developer stream notes. We're gonna be covering everything to do with the dev stream. Yo, Super Puppy, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? What's going on? Let me open Twitter back up, actually. Okay. Turn this up. Should be able to hear it. Oh. Hold on. Are you recording and putting it on YouTube? I gotta finish up work. Yeah, Leafy. So what I'm gonna do, man, is this will be a full VOD. So if you want the full VOD experience, it'll be there. But afterwards, I'm definitely gonna cut it up and I'm gonna put like the relevant parts as like a discussion, man. Are you on Twitch as well? No. So this stuff is just gonna be on YouTube right now, puppy. This is just kind of a YouTube thing I'm starting to do. So anything to do with like Marvel coverage, I think, is going to be on YouTube, and then like all my other stuff, which is a lot of other stuff, is going to be on my Twitch. But yeah, this is definitely going to be like cut up and like, you know. Nice. Thanks. We'll watch both. Appreciate it, Leafy. Hope the rest of your work goes well, man. Let's see. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So every time there's something relevant, I'm gonna try and put it in the notes here. I think ideally they're gonna be able to talk a little bit more about Hawkeye. Maybe not a lot, but maybe just enough that there could be a little bit of something. Hopefully, maybe not, but we'll see. All right. What I don't like about YouTube, guys, is I don't know how to move this chat over. That's kind of a bum. Can I pull chat off? Oh, pop out chat. Yeah. All right. So what we talking about? Good question, man. So usually with these developer streams, we'll kind of wait and see what they kind of cover first. Bro, you literally took a mini power nap. You're the go. Yo, what's up, man? You know what? I think I fell asleep around what was it? It was like 9 a.m. And then I was up at like 1. And I was up at like 1 o'clock this afternoon, and I've been up since, man. It's been one of those days today. Just Avengers, yeah. So today is gonna be like a developer stream. So kind of the way I'm gonna try and structure this, obviously, is to take notes. But hopefully they can kind of sort of talk about some little tidbits here and there that maybe they don't have another platform to talk about. One of the things I'm looking forward to seeing if they talk more about is the anything to do with the bugs that are impacting cloning labs or the multiplayer mega hive, and see if there's any kind of updates on those, because the last time we heard is that they were tackling them. And I know from a developer's Twitter, Yeah. Sorry. And I know from a developer's Twitter that they did tackle one of the causes, but it's something else had popped up. Tier blog bugs progress. So I don't know where the status of this is. This game has been so disappointing this month. Hope the Hawkeye DLC actually brings life back. Is AC, by the way? Yo, what's up, AC? I mean, I agree, man. I agree. On that thing too, OLT before Clint. Any updates? Oh, they're doing a dev stream? Yeah. What's up, Sebastian? What's up, guys?
Hi, everyone.
Jesus.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
How
Do you
are
remember? Yeah,
guys?
of course, puppy. Of course, man.
You hear us.
You comment on my
You hear
Realm
us.
videos.
That's our first order of business.
I hope they mention something. I hope they mention something about a patch soon. Like I haven't played in ages because it runs horribly again. Me
Love
too.
You
We
too,
have
Dad
visuals.
Panther.
Me too.
Love you too.
Let's see what we got.
All right, so we are good. Well, welcome to our Play with the Devs streams. Fridays, 2 p.m. all the time. First off,
Let's see what they get.
how are you guys doing, Phil and Layla? How's it going? You guys doing good?
I am great. I was looking forward to
So-
playing today, actually.
So one of the things is like we shouldn't expect huge news, but Phil usually kind of gives updates when people ask questions about small little tidbit stuff. So hopefully we do get some updates on some of the stuff that's, you know, little detrimental to the experience than others. How many people are watching the dev stream? About 322 this far.
You haven't. It's not
Just-
anything crazy.
All right.
All right, but before that, I'm gonna do a little pause champ thing. Check-in question for today, for chat, everyone. I usually ask where everyone's from, but
So how many of you guys have watched a dev stream before? Is anyone kind of familiar with the way these work, or is everyone kind of new to this whole,
Archery.
you know, dev stream experience?
Phil, have
Because
you
to be
done
fair,
archery?
I haven't watched a
have,
lot of them
actually.
either. So,
Are you good at it?
but I know there's lots of people who do
I'm
actually
okay.
watch these
I've
a
done
lot.
More crossbow than bow, actually.
Oh,
I've never watched one. Okay.
Layla, have you done archery?
Yes, I have. And I can 360 no scope anything.
Wow.
That
No
is
reason not.
So kind of the
Pretty
format
impressive.
is what they do is, you know, the whole idea about this is they kind of bring on random people from the chat who add them on PlayStation to play the game. But one of the things is that they do kind of answer small little questions. So, for example, like Phil is the Warzone director, so he has good insight into like the technical stuff behind the game. So, if there's questions that he can answer about bugs or timelines of bugs or something like that, he's usually the one that will answer them. So you never really get a lot of full-on detailed information, but just like not last week, 2 weeks ago, we were told that like they're still trying to figure out this bug that's holding back Cloney Labs. The moment they figure out the bug, Cloney Labs is on the way, right? So there's a few things impeding, but hopefully
Bam.
we'll
Bam.
find out.
Oh,
So the big news is we have our War Table Deep Dive Hawkeye coming on February 16th with our amazing key art here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Our artists have done some amazing things. I know when I first saw this, like my jaw literally just dropped because this is like
It is a really good
everything I
picture,
wanted
To be fair,
for it.
it is a good picture.
It's beautiful, and I hope you guys like it too.
Who's looking forward to punching Maestro in his bearded face?
Razor, press 3 if you wanna punch Maestro.
If you would like to punch
I love how they're
Maestro,
just
press
not talking about
three.
all the aimbots in that picture too, eh?
For more villains in the Avengers video game, press 3.
Thanos 3.5. What does that mean, Thanos?
Something
What does
cool
3.5
would be when they
mean?
launched War
What's
Table
that
Stream
extra
Hawkeye cloning is
0.5?
available that day, or like the image for
He is
Hawkeye.
not a
I don't
good
think
guy.
I think that it's gonna be like the
clear
war
that up
tables
right
over
now.
and it's
Maestro
like
is not a
available
friend.
now. I don't
No,
see
not at all,
how
not at all. We're not gonna give them a
they're
high
giving
five.
themselves
We're
like
gonna-
two
we're gonna
2
punch
weeks
'em.
here of like runway between now and like the
so-
war table. It's really interesting they're doing
You
that.
know, February 16th is a few weeks away. Hope you guys are super excited. We are. I absolutely love Hawkeye. I'm a huge fan of him. And we just want to give like a few teasers right now about
Oh,
Hawkeye, about Future Imperfect a little bit.
Oh,
just
okay.
to get whet your guys' appetite before the 16th.
yeah. Let's go.
You know, we're not going to show anything here today. Just want to get that out there. We're not showing anything today, but we are going to have a Clint showcase combat stream like we do with Kate, and Phil's gonna be amazing at it, right, Phil?
Always.
Always. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna invite Scott back to talk more about Hawkeye. And Scott, if you're watching, this is my invitation to invite you back to.
Yeah. Surprise, Scott! You're on the hook.
In front of everyone out here, this is how you find out, Scott.
It's kind of weird how they released the release
so-
date for the War Table. I agree. I agree.
I mean, you know, a lot of people are asking if Kate and Clint are the same. The answer is no. They're not the same. They have
Kate
different
and
heroics,
Clint
different takedowns.
the same.
And when I say different heroics, it's completely different heroics. You'll
Different
see more of it in the
takedowns.
deep dive. Different takedowns, different emotes, different
Whoa.
costumes. They have different
See more.
traversals. Not going to get into specifics here.
Different
But they have different ways
traversals. Did I spell that
going
right? I
about,
did. I think so.
of, you know,
I think I spelled that
just
right.
like every other Avenger. And they have different ways of, you know, just fighting in general. I mean, you know, Hawkeye taught Kate everything he knows. So there
So
are
happy that
some
Kane
similarities there in
Kane
terms
Clint
of
will be
combat
somewhat
style.
very different. Yeah, I
but
mean,
they
like
are
they've been
different
trying to
characters.
reiterate that point for a long time.
Phil, am I
It's good
missing
that
anything
they're
about
coming
that?
out now and like really saying,
Anything
yeah,
else
they're
to
gonna be
say?
different guys because
They share
um,
some skills, but
Yes.
Clint also has some of his
Share some
unique
skills.
ones. So really, you're gonna see
Own
that
unique
there's.
ones.
I mean, they obviously have archery in common, but they're not. You know, they're
it's
not
good
the
that they're
same
getting out
character.
ahead of this
That's the
because
big-
I've seen
the big
people
thing.
start to really ramp the talking points up
No,
that
and
like
someone
they're gonna be the
asked if,
same clone characters. Like
They swing
Um,
the swords differently. The
and one of
answer
the things
is
in like Vince
yes.
Napoli's AMA, he
Yeah,
did
and
say
we're
that they're
not-
going to be very
We're not trying
different.
to be coy with that stuff, but we're gonna show it all in the war table and stuff, and we'll have a stream to play it. So we're gonna
the
try to
war
have
table.
more information to tell you guys in these streams. But really, that's never meant to be like our primary way to communicate.
Oh
content,
come
but
on,
At the
Phil.
same time, we know that you guys want to talk to us about these things, so we're working hard to get permission to talk about a bunch of these things. So it should be more interesting moving forward.
Mm-hmm. And Rob,
All right, I'm gonna ask a question here.
Giacomo Gianniotti is the voice actor for Clint. He is also in Grey's Anatomy, and I think he tweeted
Anatomy
about it
actor.
yesterday, saying like, I can't wait for you guys
PA
to
for
finally,
Clint.
see Clint during the deep dive, and
Um,
that was amazing. So I gave him a retweet on the account.
Let me see. CD
All the
Phil.
voice actors are amazing. They're all
Any
super
updates
nice, by the way.
on
And I hope I can get a chance to talk to him. And just like last time, I'm gonna just not tell Phil that I talked to Ashley Birch until
Every time.
yeah
Every time.
Let me see if you'll
I
answer
tell
the
Layla
question on
that,
the buck
hey,
holding back
I'm gonna
Colonial
talk to
Labs.
Ashley Birch.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's
that's how
see.
it goes.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen again. Yeah, Giacomo. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I'm sorry. I don't quite know the pronunciation, but look him up.
I'm worried
awesome.
Maestro will be like the Abomination.
So more about just a little more teasers.
It's a good point.
Clint has a lot of arrows, a lot of arrow types. Kate does too. Like 2 of them, and we're gonna show them off, in the combat stream and everything. But like I can talk about 2 of them right now. Pulsar and tripwire arrows.
Tripwire arrows.
Sometimes it's hard to say.
All right, let's see.
Arrow,
What-
But pulsar and
Pulsar
tripwire
and
arrows,
tripwire.
to me sometimes, especially on a Friday, I have not drunk coffee. I did get coffee. I didn't drink it though, so that's where my mind is kind of at right now.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
It doesn't at all.
I feel like I'm cutting off Layla here.
yeah.
Oops. Sorry, Layla.
So pulsar arrows
I need my notepad.
They stick to surfaces, and you can actually remote detonate them. There's a little more to them, but we're going to
And
leave that to
remote detonate
the
them.
deep dive and also for our Clint showcase.
Excited by the
And
sound
then
of
we
there
have
could be more
tripwire
trick arrows. Yeah,
which
I
is
mean,
kind of like
sounds really good, right?
it's a 3. You shoot 3 arrows, and they're kind of connected
Tripwire.
by like energy, and they knock groups of
Connected
enemies
by
back.
energy.
Again, there's a little more to them too.
Enemies
But we
back.
are gonna show more of
AoE.
that in the deep dive and also in the Clint showcase at a later date. I don't have a date specifically yet for you guys, but we'll let you guys
No
know.
date specifically for the showcase.
Yeah, and then besides that, I think there's some
Ooh.
like just to clarify for the deep dive, we are going to be talking about Clint, his Operation Future Imperfect, and also showcasing Next Gen. And we will be announcing the dates for them during that deep dive, so stay tuned for them. It's going to be exciting.
One of the things that's really cool about next gen
yeah.
is we're gonna have haptic feedback that's uniquely tuned for all the different heroes. So the combat team's been working on that. That's really really cool stuff. So everybody's gonna play a little
Haptic
bit different. You'll
feedback.
get different feedback, especially for the characters with range attacks. You got some really fun feedback on the triggers. So super super cool stuff straight for next gen.
Sweet. That
Yeah,
sounds really
it's
good.
really awesome, and we can't wait to just show you more of it and just to talk even more about it. So, February 16th, everyone. Uh, we are gonna get to gaming pretty soon. Just one last thing, if you guys
Oh.
just want to learn more about Clint before,
Ooh.
you know, the deep dive and everything.
Oh
Yeah, we're inspired by comics all the time, different comic runs and everything. So, you know, go ahead. I actually have it right here. I showed it before. But
What do we got?
this one we are very inspired by.
Fraction.
My life as a weapon, right there. Because you know,
So I'm gonna
stars
go
both Kate
silent
and
and just
Clint,
listen. No, you're good, puppy. You're good.
and their amazing friendship and everything. But we're you know, there's Future Imperfect storyline, the Old Man Hawkeye storyline, and just if you want, curious, his first solo series is Hawkeye #1, just to get used to him, and I've been enjoying it. So yeah, Rob, great comics. Yeah, I love them all. Fraction is amazing. Pick them up if you want. Okay, so the last bit of business before we start playing,
Ooh.
we have. Sorry, we have new. You know, we have our weekly war tables every week, and we have a very popular costume out, very popular outfit out.
Oh.
For Iron Man, it is a Centurion outfit, among the other things. So that one I've been seeing. A lot of people have been taking photos of and just loving, and we love just you know introducing new outfits, especially ones that are as iconic as the Centurion one.
Has
So,
anyone bought the
yeah.
the new Iron Man costume?
Cool. I think we've talked enough. Sorry if we're boring you guys. We just want to give you a little more teasers about the war table deep dive. With that said,
All right.
we are playing.
We should play some video games.
Yeah, let's do
if
it.
you'd like to, yeah, if you want to play with us,
No?
guys,
Okay.
send me an invite. I'm on virtual madness _. If
All right, give me
you're
1
already
sec, guys.
friended, just send me a message. If not, send me one, and I'll start sending some invites. So
Okay, so
it in,
what it
in
looks like
chat.
is gonna happen. So my prediction looks to be
Yeah, I think
blown
we
out of the
learned last
water
time
right now. I'm
that,
gonna not gonna lie to you guys.
It's
You're
better
right.
if someone else sends.
How is
the
giving teasers
invites.
boring?
We're not gonna.
Wait, who
you
said
wanna
it's boring?
sugarcoat this? You're not allowed to. run
I'm
part
not.
of
I am
anymore.
banned from sending invites.
That ship has sailed.
F's in chat, please.
It's quite
for
a
my
little bit of information that they've
privileges
given.
to invite.
There's some things that we can kind of surmise from some of this information. So
Thank you, Egg.
hold on. So we're just gonna mute this really quickly, and we're gonna talk about some things here already. So one of the things that I had thought that was gonna happen is I had thought that on the day of the deep dive, what was possible is that the deep dive would come out. At the end of the deep dive, it'd be like, this is available now, like a Smash character, right? So probably not gonna happen. I would say I would wager day of release probably isn't going to happen with this due to wording, which kind of puts a damper in my bet. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, do you guys remember when the showcase happened? The showcase was after the war table, correct? The dev said we would stop we were born teasing on the gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I think they're just being a little hyperbolic with that one. Kate showcase was after deep dive, which means Clint's could be as well, which means at least a week, if not 2, for release. Presumably. I think that's correct, right, guys?
You're live,
I
Andrew.
know. I don't know.
Have I missed anything this far? I think
What
I've
did you
gotten
get?
everything pretty
I
well
got
close.
a Silken Splendor.
Oh.
I
So
think.
it has like notes of chocolate in there. Confession though, I actually am not a fan of chocolate. I know.
So
everyone
yeah,
says
so
I'm a
here's kind of
monster
where the
because of
dev
that,
stream does kind of fall
but
into like a
Even
lull.
though I don't like chocolate.
So usually the dev stream, what's gonna happen now is like once again it's gonna be like them kind of talking, playing, hanging out, and usually Phil will kind of. The good thing here is we definitely gotta wait
Anyone else
for.
in chat not like chocolate? It's not just me,
We
right?
gotta
I
wait for
actually see
Phil to
one
kind of
in
answer
chat that
questions.
doesn't like
Usually he's in the chat typing away. Usually he'll answer them
but
through
I crave
voice.
it, and then
But the
I
idea is
like
that
those
he
little
usually
tips
is in
and
here,
little
kind of
So,
answering
see, 30 and
as
still
much as he
gaming.
can.
I
Andy
feel
and
you,
Layla
thank
don't really answer a lot to do with like bugs or stuff like
And,
that. It's
Avengers
really
45
just
fan,
looking for
thank you.
Phil to answer.
A lot
So
of people
usually you
don't
get
like
a
chocolate.
lot of the
Not
info
gonna lie.
from.
It's okay. We forgive you all.
We're part of a dislike chocolate team, guys.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But how's everyone's day going, guys? Obviously Friday.
You know
Hope
what?
everyone's
What
chilling.
I have right here, I have
Enjoying.
some chocolate. So I'm gonna eat it. I
Good.
represent
Because I don't want it, and we don't want it.
all chocolate appreciators in the chat.
Chocolate
see.
haters unite over here.
This
So
right
best
here
way to do it is you
Chocolate
just tag
rock
Phil.
thing is
is the
wrong.
sign.
Any updates
End of
on bug impacting Cloney Labs? It's good. It's the weekends no school for me. Hey, there you go.
I'm trying to accept
And you
all
just
the friend
copy and
invites.
paste that.
Ooh.
This is challenging my ability.
And
to
just
press
copy and
buttons
paste
quickly.
that whenever.
It's, now you know my. Now you know everything that I was doing of like juggling invites and everything. Now you know how.
Weekends were the
difficult it is
best when I was in
sometimes, Phil.
school, man. Even in college, like it was just like the weekends
I don't
comes and
know
you're
that
just
it's
like,
hard.
oh, I don't have to like worry about anything
All right,
anymore,
we
except
got
if
a
I had like
group.
homework or something.
Let's go kick some butt.
Let's do this. Who do we have in our group?
I do think these
Uh,
are. I think they do these so they're super nice. Think people off the issues. Not gonna lie. Well, it's interesting you say that, puppy, because like, you know, ideally, you know, these streams are kind of just meant for the community to kind of interact with some people from the game, and kind of create that rapport and just kind of have fun together.
Our voices
But you know,
are
2
super
weeks
weird.
ago, it was
Oh,
like
okay,
very
yeah, let me mute
toxic. You know,
everybody.
like,
Oh yeah, I can hear.
someone like
That's
insulted
interesting.
like Phil's like forehead or something. It was really bad, man. And hopefully as the game kind of does get better, you hopefully see like the streams and the attitudes in the streams do get better as well. But yeah, I mean, ideally yes, but in some circumstances, like, you know, it 2 weeks ago it was like a mob and they were just kind of being thrown to the wolves a little bit. But
Later.
it's
important to
it's
just
tough,
go
man.
into
It's
battle.
really tough.
You know, with a different.
Matching.
Yeah. Well, we should match. Okay, so Iron Man is Hunt Thomp and.
See, this is a
Cap
great question here by the Brown Bull. Any update on Super Adaptoid and Cloney Labs? So that was one of the things I wanted to know too. OOT before Clint. Phil has
Yes, Larry.
said
If you
multiple
wanna hop on
times
right
that they
now, we're on
want to get
PS4
out.
/ PS5. You can
They
play
want to
with
get
us.
a Omega level
Yeah,
threat out
send me a friend
before
invite. We'll,
Clint.
we'll try to get you
But
in
we
there.
have no real updates on that either.
We need more hoodies in this game.
CC made videos on the
Who has a hoodie right now? Kate
made
has a
videos on the
hoodie.
situation of the bad people in the community.
it?
Do you want to link that to me? And I would love to kind of
I'm
check it
wearing a
out.
hoodie now, though. Does it
if you don't
count? I have a
mind.
hoodie on, like me myself.
Yeah.
It's a Square Enix hoodie too. I just wanted to be on brand. You know, sometimes
Oh, nice.
you're just feeling it.
Matt, no, the team is not in the office yet. Then I don't know when we're gonna be back there.
Yeah. I say this every week, but
Team, not
we
back
are.
then.
I miss the office so badly. Like really,
Don't
really badly. I
know
miss seeing
when
everyone.
We'll
And
get
I
back.
wish I was actually sitting next to Phil and Layla right now playing this game, rather than us being miles.
Yo,
miles
Danielle,
apart.
how's it going? Yeah, sure.
they're just
Appreciate it, man.
different- You know, it feels good
Hold
to
on,
see
guys,
your
I
own
just gotta
team in
sneeze
the
really
office
quick.
and to just chat with them. So I miss it dearly.
All right, my
Yeah,
apologies,
that's
guys.
true,
My
right? 'Cause
apologies.
We can't just be walking around and run into each other. We actually have to call each other up in a meeting. Dang.
I know. I mean, we sit so far away from each other to begin with, Phil, in the studio, but like I still sometimes see you walking around, and that's nice.
Mostly because I spend no time at my
It's from
desk.
Super Rebel.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my good pal Super Rebel. Just kidding. I don't think Super Rebel and I know
noticed.
each other. I know him, but he doesn't
But
know me.
you know
I
what?
think.
Once we get back in the
Funny
studio,
how a lot
I'm
of
gonna
people hate
visit
the
your
game.
desk every
Yeah, I mean,
single day.
it's unfortunate, you know.
How do you feel about
Good,
that?
we can say
My opinion is that it's obviously not the greatest game. you know,
you
there's
can come
so
visit
many
me.
issues with the game, right? Top to bottom, there's so many issues. Um, you know, but ideally the game gets to a point where everyone has fun again, right? Like currently I'm not really playing it that often, you know, as much as I want to be. I go on and I don't feel like I'm progressing anything meaningful. And that sentiment's echoed through a lot of different people. But I'm still here, still covering it because I believe in the vision, I believe in the team, and I believe hopefully that my faith will be paid off. If it does or if it doesn't remains to be seen, but hopefully they do, you know? I've had more fun on Disney Infinity. Oh, Disney
So what
Infinity
are you
was a
guys?
lot
What
of fun.
characters are you guys playing right now? Like, who are you
Lot of
focusing
fun.
on? And because I am playing the game right now, Layla, can you just read out some of the responses?
Oh yeah, I got a question after too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I also have a question after.
Oh good. Man, that's great. We're not gonna run out of content.
All right.
Lots of Captain America, Kate, saw a few Iron Mans.
Nice.
My main is everyone.
Wow.
Nice.
What a gamer. What a gamer.
I'm a big Cap fan, so all the Caps, high five.
Yeah, Andy, you want to wait? Is this the side of the
Anything?
screen that's like near?
Let me see.
No, other
I
side.
don't-
Other
so-
side.
Wait. This? There we go.
Try and
You know what we
ping.
say about Captain America mains, right? It's people that haven't played Thor yet.
Let me see if Calix can get a hold
Well,
of
you know,
Phil.
I actually
Oh,
have
what?
played Thor, Phil. I
Have
just
you
I just
though, really?
abandoned him for Cap. Like,
But Andy,
Alright.
it's because you.
Are they
play
actually
Thor
good
with
at the
your
game?
hands, not with your heart.
I would say, like, here's the thing, man. I think
that's like
I
a full
don't
thing,
know
like,
if like
smash
developers
with your
are.
not with that's our
I don't know if developers will ever be as like top echelon as like the high level players. I think they're competent at the game. But I don't think they're gonna be like, you know, you look at like Lejeune's video for
If you
example, or
haven't,
like
no,
some
no,
of the
no,
like the
no.
very top level
Yeah, I
players.
did. I was gonna ask this before the stream because I was curious.
I don't think
but
so. I don't think they're like the top level players. I think they're competent.
Apparently, there's a certain subset of. The
I'm sorry, I have a fear that
population
things will shut
that
down to fulfilling Sony's
can't
obligation to
actually
Spider-Man.
really make
I mean,
images in their head.
in a way,
Like,
like
you
I
can't,
understand
like,
that,
imagine
Ashley.
something
Like I
that's, like,
totally
in
understand
their
that.
head, so it's very
It's a
good.
very valid fear that I've
So I don't think you guys
heard from a lot of
are
people.
able to imagine things.
And now like you're starting to hear like the rumblings of like a Tomb Raider, right? Like Crystal Dynamics. Oh, Tomb Raider's coming back, right? And I know people are definitely rumbling about that as well.
It would be hard to be creative, I feel, without the ability to do that.
The only thing I will say
But I have heard that
is
before.
if they abandoned this
Same.
game
I
in
think
a
I imagine
year,
things I'm
not
really bad
even
at.
like less than a year,
I'm a big
I think that
story
sinks the
guy,
Guardians of the Galaxy
story,
game as well. You know, like I think you're sinking two games with one decision.
yeah, I've heard
So,
that some people
I
don't
don't
even have a
necessarily
internal
think so. I
monologue
think
too,
that's a
right?
bad business decision
Yeah,
because
yeah.
so much is
That
riding
one's
on
crazy
the
to me.
future of this game.
Like,
Marvel games as a console, right? They really only have Spider-Man to fall back on, right? Like you think of
Like game
console
devs,
games. There's not
we
really a
just
lot of
have
them,
internal
right? You have
monologues.
Spider-Man, Ultimate Alliance 3,
Yeah,
which didn't do too hot, right? For as much as people love the
okay,
game,
I got a question for
it didn't do too hot.
for everybody actually. So
And then this and Guardians of the
of all
Galaxy that are
the
made under
Marvel
Square Enix,
factions
Square
that you
Enix.
guys are familiar with,
I don't know.
if we added some new enemies to the
Oh.
game, who would you be most excited to get? And I don't mean like a villain,
If
like I mean
we-
a faction of bad guys.
Added new enemies.
Interesting question.
Who would you be
Layla, can you read some of the responses?
excited?
I keep asking you to read the responses
to
because I'm
get.
just paying attention.
I
Oh,
see
boy.
I see a lot of Hydra. I feel like
Yeah.
Hydra's an obvious.
Hydra.
Oh yeah,
obvious
oh for
one,
sure.
Like, hit me with your
Free.
hit me with your
Free.
fancy
Free.
ones.
That's because it was Switch exclusive. Oh yeah, of course.
The hand-
Excuse me, guys. There's a numerous things that go into those things that obviously impact them, right? For Ultimate Alliance 3, Switch exclusive did kill it. I just think you get a full year of this game, and then what happens in 2022 is anyone's guess. That's my personal opinion.
It does.
Because like, who's really gonna want to buy a Guardians of the
nice.
Galaxy game that's published under Square Enix? And if the game doesn't do too high, they're gonna pull it. They're gonna pull support within like 7 months. No one's gonna want to touch that
Sorry.
game.
Like
a good one.
Hydra.
No fans are
Hydra,
gonna want to touch
Scroll,
that game. No
Kree,
casual fans are gonna want
Rude,
to touch it
rude.
because
like the top three.
the word on the street is gonna be, yeah. Do you guys remember what happened to Avengers? You know, like no one's gonna want to touch it. I also think the play would be Polish, just not successful enough to be honest, but you never know. I mean, apparently it was like the number,
So,
like number
somebody said
11,
Ultron bot,
the number 11th selling game last year. Now, I've heard that repeated around. I haven't tried to verify that myself, but if that is true, and I have no reason to believe it's not true, I mean, the game didn't do too bad. I mean, I think obviously the expectations of an Avengers game is here, but what we got is here. So I mean, it still missed the mark, but I think you still get at least a year. You know, I don't think you're gonna get less than a year. I still think you get the whole 2021. The thing is, like most players understand. Oh yeah, I mean that's a big thing too, puppy. Of course, of course,
And be like, here are all
of course.
peasants killing this adaptoid.
Your point is valid. Fingers crossed. I mean, all we can do, Ashley, is all we can do is hope. You know, like at the end of the day, neither myself or you or anybody in the Twitch chat, we're not driving the car, right? We're all passengers, and the only thing that we can do is we can either sit in the car and drive with them, or we can get out early and watch it go. You know, but either way, you know.
Super cool, but it's more robots. I'm just saying.
We know everyone wants
Ultron
not robots.
is super cool, but it's more robots.
Even I do.
Just saying. Phil. Which is their business model. Yeah, of course. I mean, puppy, that's the thing too. I totally agree with you, 100%. One of the things that they need to do is they need content that draws you back,
Every
right?
time I see like
the
videos of
hold on. The gameplay loop is
15
broken
second
right now,
videos
right? So
for
you need
Taskmaster Abomination,
so think of like your gameplay loop.
okay.
This is really bad, by the way,
That's,
guys, but I hope you
yeah,
understand
mine's
where I'm
crazy.
going with this, right? So think of
Okay,
like
so
story.
As a follow-up to that.
Oh, hold on.
The faction is cool for flavor, but
Hold on.
what do you think the enemies should be doing that would make the game like play differently? Like, what kind of enemies? Like, are you guys into like something that changes the way we play, something that can only be damaged by specific, attacks, or what would you guys really like to fight? Like, just in terms of pure gameplay. Like, I know what they would be like from flavor standpoint, but
Asking for
what would you guys really like?
mechanics. Enemies we fight different. These are great. He's definitely he's
I healed when no
he's
one needed
leading
it.
into this.
You're welcome, guys.
Loki is villain. Yeah, they got to pull on that thread eventually.
That's great.
Yeah, I just wanted to call that out.
The fact that he's asking these questions, guys, is kind of he's like dropping hints that like new villains are on the way, right? Like he's not asking these for like genuine, like he could be asking for genuine feedback, but the idea is that they're bringing out new enemy types, so he's teasing them ahead of time. Like it's Phil's way of kind of like leaking stuff.
Oh,
You just got to read between the lines a
no
little
one's
bit.
seeing this, by the way. I'm
Okay, so let me get back to the point here. So here's kind of the point, puppy, and I agree with you 100%. So think of it like this, all right? And don't mind my drawing. So this is story, right? Your story starts here, and then you progress through the story, and this is end game. So we're just going to call it EG for now, right? So in EG, you need rewards. We're just going to call these RW. We're going to call these missions, and then we'll just call these raids. This looks very terrible. So the whole end game loop requires rewards, missions, and raids that all kind of feed into each other. And if any of these are broken, right? You let's say gear sucks right now, so the rewards are broken, right? Then basically your loop's broken. No raids, well, that's broken. So now basically all we have is a story that feeds into more missions for loot that sucks with no raids as endgame content to do with our friends, right? So the problem is like your endgame is broken, which means players are leaving. No one's sticking around because there's nothing to do. So, and that's why I've said before, all these fixes need to kind of be in tandem with each other. You can't really fix one thing and still have more things broken, because at that point, you're not giving players enough reason to stick around, right? That's why I'm hoping if there's a new loot with Cloning Labs, new loot with anything they bring out, right? OLTs, Super Adaptoid, they need stuff that's fun to grind, and they need stuff that's meaningful as rewards, you know? I fear that Maestro could be an Abomination clone. That's a valid fear. It's a valid fear. The problem is that they want people to come back every day, grind lots.
Can I play?
But there's nothing to grind on and grind for, which is the biggest flaw a leader can make. I agree.
And we'll see if we can get you in.
I agree.
Yeah, and we're only playing one round with everybody, so if you guys don't mind, if you can leave the group after, it'll be helpful to get more people in.
I 100% agree with you,
Thank
puppy.
you, Hunt. Thank you, Fade.
You're on the ball,
claps
buddy.
in chat
You're on
for
the
you
ball.
Guys. Clap.
Yeah, thanks guys. Good job.
So yeah, this is my very crude drawing of
Try to
what's
accept
broken with the game.
whatever
I hope you guys
relevant
enjoyed that.
bites.
Dottie, how's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Let me change my outfit.
Thank you guys, super appreciate it.
This is a great
All right,
point
I'm
here
gonna
by
accept
Lejeune.
A couple more people.
I think we need phases to the bosses and mechanics so we can have team coordination. Agreed. What do you guys think about that?
Thank you guys. We want to play with as many people as possible.
Yeah, I hope they're coming up with more complex ideas than what Phil is
yeah.
throwing out.
If you want to like,
as far as I know, so
the stream start, you know.
I usually take what Miller's seeing as kind of like ideas that they're throwing in the files and whatnot. So I think what's going on here. Should I do another paint? As far as I know, Claw. Okay, this is like Wakanda spoilers here, everybody. So if you're not familiar with like Wakanda spoilers, I'm super sorry right now. So apparently
also
Claw
don't invite me to your game.
is mechanic
I'll invite
heavy.
you to ours.
Is
How do
very
we join the
mechanic heavy
Discord?
because he's
Layla?
like a raid boss, right? So he's technically going to be like a raid boss. I don't know what the ideas are going to be for like the Super Adaptoid OLT or the Cloney Labs boss fight, because Cloney Labs has been feature complete for months now, right? So unless they've gone back and retooled Cloney Labs, which I don't know if they have or haven't, because we don't know what's really we know a little bit of what's happened with Cloney Labs, but we don't know if it's gone back to like reiteration point where like they've added bosses or done this or done that. So there's like
June, I
still
saw
so
your
many
friend
questions.
request. I don't even know why I didn't have you friended. I'm so sorry.
Oh, tisk
I'll try to get
tisk.
you.
So there's like so many things we still don't know, but I would say don't expect any heavy mechanics in Cloney Labs. Maestro, maybe not either.
Tisk tisk, June.
Honestly, I love the core game, but they can't release the game and say in a year. I agree, puppy. I agree.
Like me, really.
I agree, and I think that's a symptom of like AAA game development in general, right? AAA game development's gone to the point now where like you can release a game and then just say we'll patch it. It's like the patch it mentality, and I think that's just a consequence of so many different things that come together. But AAA development nowadays is gone to the point where it's like really just brutal, absolutely brutal.
I can do it. No, I can do it. I can do it. I'm just like not gonna read chat whatsoever.
Wakanda
Which
is a make or
which
break for the game.
fine.
No,
We
Hawkeye.
have,
I agree.
we
I
have-
agree.
We have Layla reading chat. We have.
I guess I pray they did. What was leaked for Clone Labs again was very basic mechanic. Yeah, I mean,
Let's do our riff.
I agree, man. I agree. Ideally, Cloney Labs. I hope that like in the time that they've tried to squash this multiplayer bug that's held back Cloney Labs, I hope that they've gone back to the drawing board a little bit on boss mechanics and they've implemented some boss mechanics that they've started to work on and iterate on for future content in the Cloney Labs. I don't know if that's the case though. I don't know if that's the case.
I like neo mellow music, alternative music.
But I would like to see harder boss. Like I've said before, you need boss mechanics that you can't just like go up and 5 seconds in you just wipe a boss. That's not fun. Like it's not fun. Like no one cares.
I
no one
won't be
cares.
able to sing a song about them or about them. One of their songs, but
Tom Sawyer is probably my favorite song.
Like it's fun in the sense that like people want to compare like clear times or whatever. Sure, great. You know what? I have friends who do that. All the power to them. But it's just not fun for the average player, you know? Because at the end of the day, they're just bullet sponges, right? And like if I want to play a bullet sponge game, let me go fire up the Division, you know? Let me go play the Division for a few hours, and that's a bullet sponge game. When I play like a superhero game, I want boss fights that feel like a superhero boss fight, right? Like, and in some cases, like the MODOK one, obviously totally different because it's the end of a campaign, but the MODOK fight was really good. And then I get to like some of these other fights, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, you know, like sucks ass.
Pasta, no Tinder. I'm very
All is well, man. Thanks for asking. Hope all is well your way. Stay cool, cause you are Donnie. I appreciate it. I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired, but we're chilling. It was a long night into a short day, so to speak. So I'm running on like 5 hours. Well, I
You're
say
the
5
best,
hours,
Del.
but it was like
You
from like
are the best. You guys are the
8:30, 8
best.
a.m. to like 1 o'clock this afternoon. So
period.
we're running on. We're not running on that much energy right now. So
But
Little
yeah,
brutal,
chat,
little
what's-
brutal, but I
what's your
appreciate it.
favorite, artist or band? See if you can find some musical connections here.
Really use that. I do have a Twitter. It's Virtual Madness.
Maybe
I
it's better
don't
if the
go on
boss
there
fights is
very much,
1v1.
though. I really should.
I
go more,
agree.
just
I agree that like if boss fights were 1v1, you could probably implement mechanics more easily because you're only accounting for one player. But the problem is like
I'm
the
sorry
bed's
if I
been
don't
made that like
answer
this is a
questions,
multiplayer
but
game at this
maybe a
point, you
minute or
know?
two here.
I don't disagree though that maybe
back, yeah.
doing single player stuff probably like if the single player
Sorry,
stuff
needs to be
was
Phil, I don't know about
the
that.
focus and the design focus
You guys,
and this wasn't a multiplayer game, I agree that maybe implementation of some of these mechanics would be easier. But at this point, the bed's already been made, you know? Oh, you'd have to retract your message. I feel exploration is missing in this game. Totally games with huge maps. 76, GTA 5, still be busy, not with this. Yeah, I think it's just the different scopes of the game. But even those regards, in a lot of ways, and you know, I've said this before too. The game kind of feels like a mishmash of like two different visions, right? You have like a single player vision, which I thought they executed very well, and then like their multiplayer vision, which they haven't really executed that well on. You know what I mean? Like the multiplayer stuff does feel a little bit tacked on, and because of that, you don't really get a full experience out of it. And because of that, like you have people that are just people love the campaign, you know, but then you hit the end of the campaign and you get into this like back half of the game, you know, so to speak, and the wheels just kind of fall off, and it's just like, you know, I gotta go. I'll watch a recap video, post it. Poppy, thanks a lot. I'll catch you later, man. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Pearl Jam, yes.
But I do agree that there's just elements missing from the game. I don't know how you would implement exploration, so to speak. But there definitely are elements missing that just the game doesn't feel rounded in a way that feels very whole. I'll say there's just stuff missing from the game, whether it's this, and everyone has their opinion of what's missing. And there's a lot of opinions I definitely 100% agree with. But I think everyone understands that there's just something missing that the game just doesn't have right now. And because of that, people just aren't there, you know? Even though people want to be there, but they're just not.
Mm.
Yeah. So I like the dark stuff, like dark feature based, dark synthwave.
Like the haunting kind of EDM.
Have we
like the
seen
kind of
any
stuff that,
chats
like-
by Phil yet? I don't think so, right? I think he's pretty focused in the
Either-
game. Let me see.
I don't really know how to describe it, but you know how like music like makes you feel a certain way.
Oh, of
Yeah, I
course,
don't-
yeah.
Think
Yeah,
so.
I like the stuff that
Okay.
either
like the
makes me feel
music.
like contemplative of like I don't know.
Yeah, like the
Life
music that plays when
existence,
you're playing
suffering.
Doom.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right?
or yeah, so either contemplative of like the
Okay.
like the suffering of existence, or like
That's
I want to
delightful.
drive.
So let me write down Phil teasing new enemy types. I want to be honest with you guys. I wouldn't expect to see new enemy types until after Black Panther. I don't think there's any reason to believe. So it looks like Future Imperfect will be aimbots. No, there's no reason to believe aim isn't in Wakanda either. Which means teasing new enemies for after Wakanda. Just personal
Stick
opinion there.
with
Wait, no
the-
spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh,
No,
spoilers.
it's not gonna be a
Okay,
spoiler.
okay.
I'm just wondering if they want to stick with the vibe that they have right now, or if they're gonna go with the vibe for everything that's happening on the side. I don't know if I want it to go out of what it's doing right now. That's the most I can say without spoiling it. But I think you guys understand if you've been watching it.
I haven't seen the latest episode.
Oh, he's talking about
um,
WandaVision. He's
but
talking about
the
WandaVision.
ones that I've seen, I really enjoy it, like a lot.
If the boss battles were like Dark Soul boss mechanics, oh my god. I mean, I don't even think they have to go that far. I don't think, get me wrong, Adrian. Something like that would be mind blowing, right? Like the intricacy that goes into timing your movements, timing your attacks. In some of the games, Sekiro, right? The parry mechanic, like stuff like that is so cool, right? I don't necessarily think they have to go that far. I just think they need more, you know? However, more like is up for debate. But they just need more instead of like you know what I mean? Like you just go up there, you just like punch. Oh, let me hit my ability. Let me hit my R1 ability. Oh, I can hit my ultimate. Cool. Like I they just need more. You know what I mean? Like they don't need crazy intricate boss mechanic. Don't get me wrong, I would love it.
Made you think about our game a little bit by chance?
They just need more.
It wasn't gonna be that. It was more like a spoilery thing for the actual show itself, but I'm not gonna say it just in case people haven't watched it.
Oh,
But
so you're
there's,
talking about the
like, nods
hexagons
of, like,
in
characters that I
So we're talking about the hexagons in WandaVision. I
Wow.
won't spoil anything
Marvel
though for you
universe,
guys.
especially when they were just
Know exactly what you
naming them
mean.
by name. I was like,
Appreciate
oh
though,
my God,
Adrian.
they're
How you
going
doing, buddy?
there. So I was really excited about that. That's super vague, I know, but whatever.
I love the multiverse. I think it's awesome. Ban Phil for spoilers. Oh man, they've tried before unsuccessfully.
Please
hi,
stay
Sebby.
tuned for
it
future
going?
hero announcements. Who asked that? Black Preston. What do we have here? Well, I'm gonna not mute this. Just turn it really low so I can hear it.
Like Jackpot games,
Wonder if he
Jackbox
asked
games
about-
Among Us with a few people in chat right now.
Oh, where are these African American heroes? So I'm guessing he's talking probably. I guess the two main ones would be Black Panther and Falcon. I want to see Old Man Logan.
Just wants to know if you're playing
I
Division
agree.
this weekend.
I agree, Lay. I would hope that. Now, put my tinfoil hat on, right? Everyone put your tinfoil hat on. But how cool would it be if Old Man Logan was in the future with Old Man Hawkeye?
I did tune into your stream
Yeah, I
though
mean-
yesterday, Stardust. You didn't know that, but
You
I
know?
was watching your stream. Just FYI.
How cool would that be?
I know all your secrets now.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Just saying.
Yeah, I'm
Do I think it's going to happen? No. But I agree. Old Man Logan would be really
a
cool.
lot actually. Just want to know our secrets, you know.
You forgot that Luke. Oh yes, Luke Cage. You're right, Jason. My apologies. You're right. You're right.
Adding stealth to the game. That's a good question. Probably not.
Main villain would be
Doesn't
a
really fit
Mysterio. Do you
our
mean Mysterio
gameplay.
or Maestro? Luke Cage could be a very cool character too. Don't get me wrong. That's my bad. Luke Cage is a very cool character. You know what? With all these Netflix shows coming back, I actually would like to see Luke Cage come back because I actually thought the way he was portrayed in this show was actually pretty good. I forget the actor's name, but like I want to see him come back and take another rip at the character in the MCU. I don't know how you guys feel. Maestro Hog, damn spell check. Yeah, well, I mean, like, the cool thing is we are going to be
Shrek,
fighting.
I saw your question.
Oh.
The best answer I give you is I don't know. I don't really have a lot to do with skin variations, but
Can we
we'll
get
pass
a
along the
red and gold
suggestion.
variation of the Verity armor? Okay. The cool thing is we are going to be fighting Maestro.
And burst. Yeah, the play sessions are going to happen regardless of whether we're in the office or not. But in the office, though, we'd probably be actually sitting together instead of being all in different rooms. You know, probably with some reasonable amount of social distancing.
Mysterio's
He said.
right because he tricked Logan into killing. Oh, really? Okay. I'm not too
Now we need
familiar
stealth
with
videos of Hulk.
X-Men comics, to be honest, so my knowledge is lacking.
Yeah, that's the new one, right? Like, let's get June to make Hulk stealth videos.
Yeah, or Suki.
Yeah, totally.
Let's see it, Suki. Message me a Hulk stealth video,
I would love to see Daredevil. Same.
and I'll share it with everyone.
Wasn't there a rumor going around that there was a Daredevil game in development at one point? This was a while ago, though.
When are you going back to the office? We don't know at all.
Yeah,
You know,
it depends on so many things.
yeah.
When it's safe, right? It's the best answer is when it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Logan
And
took
even
Bruce
then,
Banner
I don't
Jr.
think
back
it
to
would all
Logan's
go back at
timeline. Love that
once,
story.
'cause, you
Is
know,
it a
there are
really good
safety
story, guys? Should I
concerns
read that?
in that too? Like
Yep.
I would assume that Layla and I would probably be one of the last ones to go back in the studio. So it's a big question mark for all of us. We have the same questions, and yeah, we just want to make sure that everyone's safe and remains safe, and hope you guys are safe too.
Yeah, must read, my friend?
Stuff
Okay.
I'm the most excited about is adding new villains and new enemies and stuff like that, and new game modes also.
Excited about
Because, you know, anything
adding new
that's fresh and
villains,
new is the stuff I'm most excited about.
new gameplay, new villains, new game modes, and
Thank you,
then
cute little Chaos Kitty.
paraphrasing.
You Please be
stuff
healthy
to
and stay
keep
safe
the game
too.
fresh. Okay. Sorry if you guys can hear my typing or whatever. I'm definitely just trying to
Mara,
keep
we've
notes
talked
here, so
about
at the end of it we can go
really
over it.
often about the working from home, but it's just internet can be flaky. Just it's not super well controlled situations, and you don't have an IT department that can fix your computer. It's just there's a lot of things that happens, or there's a power failure that happens or whatever. It's just there's a lot of unpredictability with working from home.
Wait.
That's
Oh,
what
hi,
I'm
revealing too
thinking.
much. Hi, Michael. I don't know if you like people saying your real name. I messaged you.
Did anyone ask about the playtest we just had? Is there any more info? So the only info that's out there for the playtest right now is that if you received an email, okay. So here's what I know about the playtest. No one's really asked, and I don't know how much of they can
Yep, there you go. Thanks
say
so much.
either. All they've said is that the playtest will be happening regardless of whether they're back in the office or not. So if you're in the playtest, you should begin. If you reply to your email saying that you're interested or whatever, you should begin your NDA next week, and then the playtest will take place in either February or March from the emails I've seen. Now I'm personally not in it, but I've seen emails that have been phrased that way. So at this point, if you haven't gotten a email about the playtest, I don't think you're in at this point. I think they've already contacted everyone they've wanted. What hasn't been made clear is if they're going to continuously invite more people from that survey. I don't know how much they control that versus Square does. But at this point, I think if they are going through phases and you haven't gotten an email, you're probably not in it. If there's an old man Hawkeye uniform, I'm going to lose my mind. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your mind.
Okay, so I really think it is actually Suki's birthday then.
Just saying. Just saying. You're going to lose your mind.
All right, I got one more spot. Who wants to join us?
This is a great question here. Will we see new villains added to villain sector? Yes. We just don't know when. Unfortunately.
Destiny Dad Gamer at
what's your alias? Do I already have you friended?
Haven't we already seen the old man Hawkeye? So I know there's an old man Hawkeye costume coming, but haven't we seen him in a trailer already? I could be wrong about that. Am I wrong about that? Let me see.
I have a spot. There we go. Dead and Fanboy, I see you.
Hey Joe. Yeah, birthday party. This is an official Suki birthday party stream now.
Oh yeah, I was right. Old man Hawkeye. So I would
Give me a
imagine
Kate.
that this is going to be a costume. Yeah, 100%.
Drew,
You'll
what's
have
your
an old
latest
man,
Kate build?
Hawkeye?
Is it because I know you were working on
sure.
a few of them, but which one did you end up as your favorite? Melee. Ah, okay. So you ended up with melee. Are you using the man? I forgot what it's called. The scythe ability as our ult, or are you using something else? Because I know some people like the crossbow kind of one.
All right. Am I missing anything? I think we're.
Hey Kenobi, we're doing great. How are you?
Oh, these downtimes in the stream can be so awkward.
Okay, so yeah, you are using the scythe one. Nice. What's the best arrow and why is it
Any
razor arrows?
update on multiplayer bug impacting
All right, I sent out a bunch more invites.
Tony Labs? All right, we'll ask again.
Next gen load times are a lot faster.
Hold on.
Yeah, like significantly faster.
Next gen load times are
There
a
we
lot
go.
faster.
All right, we got
Phil,
June and
significantly
Widow and Kate.
faster. Andy. Yeah,
Oh hey Riffian, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by, man.
Okay.
King. I'll try to get you next round. Just send me a message after this one.
All right.
I'll do my best.
This really interesting. I don't know what I think about this yet because of
We're
crossplay.
gonna drop zone for this one.
Really interesting.
Sounds
I don't
good.
know how this is going to be impacted. Uh-oh.
Do you have a release date for next gen version? Tune into our War Table deep dive, February 16th.
Go.
Great internet this week. Thank you.
I know.
No,
Well,
wait,
also
wait.
we-
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I mean, we also figured out that if Andy's not running a party, this goes a lot better. For some reason, we don't know why.
Speaking
but
of
we know
internet
that's the thing.
issues, seems like I'm running into some myself right here, guys. My apologies. Hopefully that evens out as quickly as possible here.
Camera's good. We got the audio good. The connection is fine.
I know the feeling that
party's
sometimes
working.
Andy goes through with internet.
We're adding new things. It's been a work in progress, but I think we're in a good shape, in a good space.
All right, so as they kind of fill the dead air here, let's kind of go over what we have this far. So we've not really received an
Someone said, "Can I join as well?"
We've not really seen any updates on multiplayer bugs. We've not really seen any updates on mega
Make
level
sure to add
threats.
Phil as a friend.
What
He invite
they
you.
kind of talked about, the deep dive is on the 16th. We all know that. Clint is going to have a combat stream. We don't know when. Scott, who is the head of
Also,
Crystal
the
Dynamics, is coming
trivia,
back
this
to talk
room
about
we're in
Hawkeye.
right now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe is the very, very first indoor room that was ever made for the game.
I missed that.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I feel like I want to do like when you're watching Netflix and you can
Yeah.
you could look at the trivia on the.
I think it's
pause
just
screen.
trivia. Okay, it's just trivia.
Speaking
Um,
of that, I actually do like once we
we got some
show
we
the
got some
next
details
gen,
on
I've
Kate and
invited, like,
Clint, just that they're going to be
Cole and
very
Hannah
different.
to just talk about
A lot of different
maybe
arrows,
behind-the-scenes things
pulsar,
that have been
tripwire
happening,
arrows. No date
injuries.
specifically for the
So,
showcase, which means it's probably going to
forward
be a
that,
week or
but
2 weeks
just
after
getting that,
the
all
deep
the
dive.
details ready, and
Let's
just
see.
to introduce you guys to more people in the team.
Haptic
always-
feedback
yeah.
for next gen consoles.
If you want to know, because I know we don't have a lot of variations for the indoor rooms, but
Oh.
if you want to know which rooms were made to fit with each other for the same themes, if you look at the floor, you'll see like there's usually some decorations or lines or whatever. They typically line up, so that's how you can tell like which ones were made to go together. We ended up
Are new rooms coming
varying
then?
them a little bit, but at the beginning we wanted them to have very distinct themes, so that's kind of how you can tell if they were made to go
Interesting.
together or not. If we ended up using different combinations, if
Interesting.
you're into that. So yeah, I'm committed to the Netflix tooltip thing.
Is
No,
Megan?
I've never talked to Kevin Feige about the game
Neither have I.
or about his favorite foods or anything else.
Or if he likes long walks on the beach or something.
You know him, and I'll talk to him though. I'll talk to anyone, especially if I can do it without Andy, because I feel like I need to get back to him.
One day, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Guess who I talked to, Andy?"
Yeah,
You're gonna wait until like my Slack status is like available
Oh,
next morning,
yeah. I don't know what's going on with my internet here,
and
guys.
send me a
Oof,
selfie that you took with
Brutal.
Kevin Feige.
brutal.
I saw someone ask if Megan is still around. She is still around.
Ooh, interesting. Megan. So Megan is the senior community manager.
Oh my!
And to be honest with you, we haven't seen her since
some people have
before
opinions about how you
launch.
pronounce Kevin's name.
What? How did I say it?
Haven't seen her
Wrong.
since launch.
We'll just leave it at that.
Question?
Okay.
The one problem with the new characters, everyone wants to play that one. It was 2 weeks after Bishop dropped like a player. Yep, and that's the thing that they're gonna have to figure out, right?
Wait, Chad. What's the right way to
Really?
say it?
It's Kevin Feige, by the way, guys. So basically, they have talked about that, Jason, in that they are looking at implementing like multiple characters per group, so that you could have 2 Clints or two Kates or 2 Hulks or whatever. I think that was a stylistic choice that they wanted to go with, but I think they're kind of coming in to the same conclusions everyone else has, and I don't know how they didn't see this ahead of time, right? If you launch a new
Thank
character,
you, Chaos Kitty, for having my back.
if you launch a new character, everyone's gonna want to play that character, right? Like, I think that's just like common knowledge. No, like I don't know how you don't see that ahead of time, right? Like, what's gonna happen when Black Panther releases, right? Everyone's gonna want to play Black Panther. You could potentially have a groups running 4 Black Panthers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that like they limit it to one per character meant that they wanted to stick with like an in-game lore, you know, and not have to run in. They chose like in-game lore versus like gameplay mechanics, and I mean, you know, you could do that, but I think at this point you're running into the situation where it's like people want to play these new characters that are coming out, and artificially restricting them, you know, when they want to play with their friends or with randoms, but they can't play the characters they want is a really bad.
More invites, but
Really
after
bad.
that, I'll probably have to. All right, Gideon, I'm gonna try to send you an invite.
At the end of the day, when it comes to a multiplayer game, there should be as little restrictions as possible to get from your like individual to a multiplayer, right? Sorry, I had a brain fart there. But there should be as little restrictions. So if I want to play multiplayer in this game, I shouldn't have to worry about, you know, am I gonna run in? Is anyone picking my character? Who cares? Pick the character, jump into a game, and if you're playing with 3 other Kates or 3 other Ironmans or 2 other Thors or whatever the heck, who cares? It shouldn't matter. And I don't think anyone would matter too if you said, "Hey, if are you guys okay with multiple Thors or multiple Hulks, and the increase is going to be you're going to get faster matchmaking time?"
So
I bet everyone says yes. Everyone says yes.
What does Phil do exactly? I'm a director on the game.
Brain fart there.
So I do a lot of talking.
A lot of talking, huh?
Okay, all right. So I got Gideon. Who else? Who else wants in for probably my last run?
Well, let me see if I can
Eris,
ping.
we are on PS4. So if you want to join us, yeah, that's what
any
we're streaming
update
on right now.
on a console patch?
Joe, what's your
On
PSN? Are we friends?
anything on a all platforms patch coming soon.
Andy doesn't eat chocolate and Twitter free. The man truly has nothing.
So I picked Kamala as my main because I figured no one wanted to play her. Now that I ever stacked, I'm very popular. I mean, you're not off base there
Alright, Joe,
from what
I
I've
sent you an
heard.
invite.
You know, lots of people are playing Kamala because of that reason, right? Like, personally, I don't play Kamala.
Oh yeah, I
you
saw
know?
some people mention. Yeah, we had a PC only patch that went live earlier today. It's mostly for stability and improvements, especially a specific hang that was happening on PC and some support for dynamic resolution scaling for NVIDIA. Those are very like exclusively PC issues, so it was not on console. But yeah, that went out and oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, I just continued. Okay.
Good, you're good. Joe, did you get the invite?
30. When is the patch coming to console? We'll let you know.
There we go.
Okay, hold on.
We have more information
when
about a future console
patch coming to console.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. So no ETA. Okay. No ETA on a console patch, guys. Uh-oh. Is that my internet or their internet? Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. My internet's kind of shoddy right now too, guys, so my apologies. My apologies.
Okay, so we got a cap.
Go.
And
We're gonna go do turbulence.
nice.
All right. I don't know how much more info we're going to get out of this, guys. So usually they stick till,
All right, guys.
I think it's another half hour.
As usual, I'm muting you.
No ETA for patch, yikes, yeah. I miss being able to do my dailies. Donnie, are your dailies still bugged? I know the one daily, the shield one, that was bugged for a while still, right? Is that fixed? I've heard reports from people saying, so I had a day when all the glitches were happening to kind of document them. I haven't checked dailies in a while. Are they still messed up? No ETA for patch, yikes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, actually trained pianist.
Wow. Did you?
Wow.
I know.
The problem is too is like there's still outstanding bugs that, you know, like something that should be pretty easy to push out would be like King Hulk, right? Like
I did.
it's just hair. And I say that knowing that they've messed up hair twice now with 2 costumes, and there's like some on Xbox specifically, right? So there's more than 2, but like it's just hair. Like why are King Hulk like why are King Hulk players waiting so long for a patch, you know?
See?
People that don't like pineapple on pizza likely eat at Arby's.
What the hell?
This is such a violent food stream.
It is. It really is.
Okay, so if you
we're
guys don't
creating
know,
factions.
Phil was hating on my Arby's
Chocolate
take
on pizza.
Cancel Phil. Man.
before
Cancel
before
Phil.
the stream. Phil was bullying me.
The nerve.
I will show you guys the bully.
Like full disclosure, I think I ate at Arby's once in my life.
So first it was
I don't think
this.
I've ever eaten
Or-
at Arby's.
Yeah, and then he
I
told me to
didn't
go make some real
dislike it.
food.
I'm literally just picking on it. 'cause
Asshole.
My ruler is super into it.
Oh, fuck off, Phil.
Wait,
Isn't
chat.
that literally called bullying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cancel Phil.
Cancel Phil. Send me on vacation.
What an asshole, dude. I will try it maybe tomorrow. Hopefully it works. I love the game. I know
chat.
his how you're right. Yeah,
Yes or no?
you're right. You're right. It needs
Pineapple on pizza.
work,
Let's hear
Donnie.
it. Yes or
It
no?
needs a lot of work, man. Shadow, yeah. Shadow in the worst way. Shadow in the worst way. Arby's has actually gone quite
I need to
good.
get, like,
I'm a
pole
very
starting.
basic Arby's
That'd be
guy.
great.
Like I don't need any fancy Arby's food. I need roast beef sandwiches with some Arby's sauce, some curly fries. I'm good.
That's,
You know, I don't need a
that's
fancy
boring-
chicken
that's a boring
Arby's
topic.
sandwich
Like,
or
you know it's
cheddar
super
over them.
controversial.
No, I'm pretty basic.
Here's a much better one. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh no, no, we
Mm.
narrowly escaped this.
I dig Arby's. All right,
earlier in
well,
the stream.
you guys
You
are
just-
obviously
you just
way better
brought
than
it back
Crystal Dynamics
randomly.
employees, so take
Yes or
solace
no?
from
Is a hot
that.
dog a sandwich, chat? Let's hear it.
We are simple men.
I
True.
don't have an opinion either way. I don't.
Them fries
I'm
they
just
got
gonna
are
say,
everything.
But it's really
Agreed.
polarizing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say yes that it is.
Agreed.
Why not? Okay, let me like actually pay attention instead of just running
Hot
around.
dog is a taco. So is taco its own category? Different from sandwich, or is it a subcategory of sandwich?
Is a taco a sandwich now?
Well, a hot dog is a taco. So then the question
Being bullied
becomes
by
like,
Crystal
what is a
Dynamics
taco?
employees,
Mm.
man.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
that just pushes the question back one
That's
degree.
true.
Unbelievable. Crossplay is a must-have feature to get PC players playing again.
I don't
True.
even
Is
care,
anyone
I
here
just
playing
like
on
the
PC, by the way? Is anyone here a PC player? Or are we all pretty much console players? So I play on PS5 myself. I imagine
true.
most
That
people
is
are
true,
probably
yeah,
console
okay.
players.
If you have no hot dog buns, but you have some bread, it's perfectly acceptable to toast a piece of bread and make a hot dog with it.
I'm pretty
Why
sure
does that
people do
feel
that.
wrong?
Also, it's perfectly acceptable when you're college and you want to eat cereal and you don't have a clean bowl to take a hockey trophy, put a Ziploc bag in it, and then eat cereal out of it.
He's so
It's very
Canadian.
specific.
That was
Yeah, I've-
suspiciously specific.
I'm just saying, that's something that hypothetically someone could do. If
I play on
they
PC and
needed to.
PS5 yet. I haven't played
Uh-huh.
either in close to a month. Yeah, I
Okay.
understand that.
Mhm.
Same here. Same here.
Or you can use 2 dry ramen packets as the bread.
I would love to play on my PC. So
Twitch
just
is
kind of as
also
like
getting into
like
that.
I have a
I think it might be.
Andy, what?
I have a 2070 and
What was
Ryzen
that?
2700X in my gaming PC.
Phil, did
I
you
would
get
love
that?
to play it because like it's still more powerful than
It's gonna let
my
that slide?
PS5.
I'm sorry, what did
But
I miss?
I don't want to do everything all over
Andy,
again,
do you
right?
wanna
Like that's
repeat?
why like I said like
Talking about
crossplay is like
theoreticals.
ooh, hold on.
I
I'm
don't-
dropping
don't
heck of
remember
frames.
what I said.
Uh-oh.
That was a good burn.
Just
I-
theoreticals.
that I
you
missed.
know?
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Are we back?
Okay.
We're
another
back.
question.
Woo.
When you
Um
put on your socks
I
and
said
shoes,
that
do you
we
go
need
sock,
we need
sock,
cross
shoe,
save
shoe,
because without
or-
cross save, there's no incentive for me to go over and play on PC, right? Because one, I'm losing all my gear. Two, I'm losing, like thousands of players to matchmake with. Like, and what on PC? What am I gaining? 20, 30 FPS on a 144 hertz monitor? Like, is the benefits really outweighing the cons? Platforms who play mostly on console? I don't think so. Like the cons are outweighing the pros by more. Taco is a taco Mexican here. Speak truth to power, I guess. I'm a PC player. Have you noticed anything with the patch today? Has the patch been beneficial for you? For PS players, where's the Kate package located? Yeah, great question.
Do
I
you
know
have
I'm
to,
still
like,
dropping
finish,
crazy frames
like,
here.
preparing one foot before you can go to the
So
other?
I don't know how much you guys are gonna be able to see here.
Uh,
This is pretty brutal on my end here, so
okay.
my apologies, guys. Obviously not a good first impression of a live stream.
Okay.
Let me see if I can
you
pull
do
it up
you,
for you.
Layla. You do you.
So I'm gonna pull it up on
You
the
know?
PlayStation Store. So I'm pretty sure if you just go on the PlayStation Store, Kate Bishop. Let's see. Let's see where we got going on. And we load, and it should be right here. So I imagine if you go on the PlayStation Store, you just type in Kate Bishop. It's under Marvel Avengers PlayStation Plus reward. So if you type something like Marvel's Avengers in, it will be there. I don't think you can get through to the game. You have to go through the PlayStation Store to get it. So I think that's the play. If you type some game, you have to go through the PlayStation Store to get it. So I think that's the play. All right, guys, 1 sec. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play the.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Layla, can you help me figure out what fix the stealth gaming was asking for? I'd love to answer. I just don't know what the question was.
Let's see.
All right, my bad.
Oh, okay. I
So
think
yeah,
the
it's
King
basically just in
Hulk
the PlayStation
skin.
Store. That's where you get it. You don't
Yeah,
get it
this is
through.
one that's, we're aware
You
of
don't get
it's
it
being
through the
cracked right
the
now.
game.
I'm assuming it's probably in the works for like one of the next patches because
There you go.
it's yeah, I reported it a while ago, so it should be close
Thanks,
to
Layla.
everything. Yeah, of course.
Did I miss anything? How soon will we get info for Spidey? Ooh, it's gonna be a while before we get Spidey info. Let me tell you. What do you guys think is gonna happen with Spidey? When do you think we're gonna get information for Spider-Man? I'm gonna ballpark. I'm gonna ballpark June.
It's better to ignore.
That we'll get Spider-Man info in June. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna describe how they taste to me. They taste like grass mixed with rotten eggs.
What is he describing?
That's why I don't like them.
Oh, avocados.
Yeah, you're a strange person. Wearing Agent Coulson in the game, that'd be cool. I don't know if we can, but that'd be awesome. I personally really like Phil Coulson because one, he's Phil, which obviously, but he's a really cool character. I find.
See, Dragonus doesn't like them either.
Why have you eaten rotten eggs? You know, that's a good question. Why
That's
have you eaten rotten eggs?
That is a...
Who knows?
Who
knows?
Okay.
That's a fair question.
Right?
That's a very, very fair question. I don't have an answer for you.
So it could be licensing issues that impacts Phil
An answer
Coulson.
for why you've eaten rotten eggs?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Don't have.
I wonder if it's MCU TV licensing deals likeness. I wonder if there's something to do with the likeness that they'd have to pay for when it comes to stuff like that. In the same vein, I wonder if licensing issues are kind of the reason that MCU skins haven't been in the game yet.
Yeah. I can't.
Stuff
hear
like that
anything
could
that's
be
going on right now.
very impactful, I think.
Brown Bull, the thing with the challenge rating not scaling is because some missions are already at the maximum power that they can go to. So they used to not do that a while ago, but the combat team tuned that. So that's just a fix that got made a while ago. Now, granted, the UI doesn't really show what's going on, which is terrible. We have plans to change that moving forward, but that's fundamentally what that's all about.
UI needs to be fixed moving forward. Okay.
And to follow up on the last point, yes, I have eaten grass though. I will. I mean, I feel like most people have eaten grass at some point, right?
You're a strange dude.
What?
Wait, is that not? No, not like not like I'm gonna go outside right now and just pick some grass to eat it. But like, when you were a kid, you didn't you weren't curious as to what it tasted like. Am I just like saying random stuff right now?
That's
You know, and I'm
Andy is such an awkward live streamer, but it's kind of endearing. It's kind of endearing.
What I say publicly, and then you go on.
It's kind of
stream and
endearing.
talk about eating grass. Like,
Wait.
I feel. I don't know. Like,
Wait, chat. Have you guys tried grass? Just yes or no.
I hope everyone here says no, right? Like I hope, like, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
why would they? Like,
I don't know. Just like one blade of grass.
they're not cats, they're not cows, they're not.
See, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Yeah.
Was it
I
a
think it's.
fake grass or a real one?
I think
That
people
would be
just feel
even
bad
worse
for
if
you.
you ate AstroTurf.
That's a whole different problem.
Oh my god.
It's when I was a kid too. It's not like I'm not, I don't go out for breaks right now and just go out in my front yard and just pick some grass as a snack. At least I haven't in a while.
You do you, Andy.
When I was a kid, I just tried a lot of things to see what flavors I liked.
That's
And your answers are all wrong.
Yes, I've eaten grass, played baseball for
People-
22
people
years,
who've
get
eaten grass
bored. Okay,
understand. It was just out of
okay. Fair
curiosity,
enough, fair
right,
enough, fair
guys?
enough. You baseball players are something else, man.
All right.
It's always the baseball players. It's always the baseball players. All right, so I'm wondering how much info that they'll reasonably give
there
after
is-
this. We've actually gotten quite
No,
a bit of
okay, well,
stuff
whatever.
today.
I'm already talking
Stealth
about it.
gaming. I even asked Layla to answer your question, and then you're gonna do me like that. That's not right.
Tisk tisk.
Oh, what a bad. Oh, so the question is, Phil, if you were a superhero and your powers were
The
technology,
screen,
would your
if the screen's
catchphrase
frozen
be
for you,
"It's
try
coming soon" or
refreshing.
"A fix is coming"?
Is the stream still
Yikes.
okay, you guys?
Yikes.
For everyone?
I think so.
I think so, right?
Imagine.
So Calix says the stream is fine. Okay. Yeah. So if it's Okay. I think most people are saying it's good. Yeah. If it's freezing for you, try refreshing. Minus three keeps saying strange things.
Yeah, that's not related to our connection. That's just Andy. For some reason, decided to share that he's a grass eater today on stream.
It's
Yeah.
something I was curious about, just
Yeah,
as a kid, you know.
It's like a kids do stupid things.
I know. Now we know.
Now we know.
Yes, Stardust. Andy eats grass. On purpose.
It was on purpose.
Okay, my
but it
apologies,
was
guys.
just
My apologies.
an experiment. Just wanted to
Okay,
see what
Andy,
it tasted like.
Is he still talking about eating
When you
grass?
say you were a kid, do you mean like
Is
you
he
were,
still
like,
eating
5, or
grass
do you mean
in
kid
chat?
as in, like you were under 18?
I mean, I actually I recall it when I did start eating. Well, I mean, not start eating grass.
Oh
when
my
I
god,
ate
he's still
grass.
going on about
No,
this.
No, when I ate grass. It, it was in like 6th grade when I did it.
Oh no.
6th grade.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, I have to head out. I'm at time, but
Okay.
it was really fun to hang out and play with you guys. Definitely looking forward to talking more about the game and playing some more with all of you. Hopefully, it's less about Andy eating grass next time. But you never know.
Thank you,
Alright, guys.
Phil.
Fun, though.
So that's it
Thank you,
for
Phil.
Phil. With
Everyone
that
say
being said,
bye to
guys,
Phil.
obviously with Phil gone, usually Phil is kind of the leader of the leak brigade
Should've canceled
in
more
answering
meetings,
questions.
Phil.
Brigade.
I know. I'm already
Brigade.
skipping one meeting because we.
Oh
played
my god.
longer. This
So
summer,
with Phil kind of going, obviously Andy and Layla's hands are a little more tied into what they can talk about. So
We can stick around for a couple
um,
minutes just to close us out.
oh,
There
looks
you
like they're
go.
gonna end soon
Hi.
as well.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Phil.
So we'll
Bye,
see what they have
Phil.
to say. I was actually gonna say with Phil leaving, there's not really a lot of more information that can come. But if they're gonna kind of close out too, we'll see what they have to say to kind of round it out, and we'll see what we get.
Turn that off. Turning off all of Phil's webcams and everything.
What do you
Alright.
guys discuss in
You guys are
meetings?
stuck with us now. Congratulations.
I'm scared. I'm stuck here with the grass eater. With no one to protect me.
I have fellow grass.
What do you guys think about Silver Centurion? Did I ask this earlier? I think I asked if anyone's picked it up yet. But what do you guys think? Do you think that's a skin worth 1,400 credits, or do you think that's a skin not worth 1,400 credits?
Well, it's
Layla,
just too long.
You may need to pull out the mace.
It's okay. I have chocolate. I'll just put it near Andy's face and he'll hiss.
Did we get a hard date for the DLC? No,
doing-
no hard date for the DLC. So we can go to my notes for this.
We're just gonna. I have a meeting in 10 minutes, so we're just gonna end this. This
Oh,
was
okay. Hold on. We'll do a recap
Good.
once they're done.
no connection issues, no
Yeah.
global issues. Like I said before, I think
Andy
we've
gets
actually
no
finally
connection
figured it
issues.
out. So in the future, once we get to showing next gen stuff, and we do want to just
Could we be possibly
the
get an
campaign
extension to our original character
completely
iconic
and
missions?
not
Hashtag grass eater.
but in different chunks, and I want to invite.
We'll talk
Nicole
about
and
that. We'll
Hannah
talk about
to
that.
Just discuss, give behind the scene details of how the campaign was made, and just to show off the next gen versions of Avengers. I think that's going to be really cool.
We'll do
we
a
might
quick
kick
little
off Phil
recap at
for
the end,
those,
guys.
but who knows? So we love you guys, but before we stop, I'm gonna bring this back. I do want to just showcase some of the photo mode pictures that
Okay.
that we feature.
Okay, so it looks like they're just gonna do photo mode stuff. So, we never got a hard date on the DLC. So it looks like there's a few steps involved with the DLC for Clint. First off is we got to get through the war table, the deep dive, which is on the 16th, and then potentially after that, they never clarified on this. They want to do the combat showcase for Clint. Now, whether that's after or before, I believe for Kate it went deep dive, then combat showcase, then release. I would imagine they will stick with that. So it'll be deep dive, combat showcase, Clint. How long between all of them, we won't know until probably the week of the deep dive, if not the day of the deep dive during it. So there's still some things there. Could we possibly get an extension of original character iconic missions, Grass Eater? I mean, the one that I potentially think about is like Thor's, right? With Loki. They're going to have to pull on that thread eventually, I would think. So I would imagine as the game goes on, we will be
guys,
seeing
'cause
more updates to these
Those are
missions.
amazing.
If
And
not, then
Layla will continue
what
to
the hell
just
is the
look
point
for
of
all
those?
these
You know what I
news
mean?
and all the-
So eventually
amazing
those threads will have to be pulled on to kind of continue on these storylines that they've kind of already started. If they don't tie those in with future characters, which they may as well do that.
See,
But
let's
yeah,
see who are we rating today.
see who they're gonna raid. I'm a Thor main. Yeah, so obviously the Loki one is something that everyone wants to see, right?
Oh, 30 and Still Gaming. How do you feel about a raid?
I may mention, did they mention if anything's coming prior to Clint? Of course, when I overheard Phil on a live stream, they were trying to get. Yeah, so you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They have mentioned before, and I have my notes up here. OLT before Clint, right? Omega level threat before Clint updates. We didn't hear anything about this, but they have mentioned that they want to get something out before Clint because I think they understand that it's going to be Clint, and then it's over. So nothing has been said in regards to that. Hopefully we get an update soon because I agree that if they want to get something out before Clint, they're running out of time. And that's just the bottom line. So, yeah, guys, I think that's it for me today on the channel. Obviously, once again, sorry about the internet issues. I'll do better for next week. Appreciate you guys hanging out, doing the live stream today on YouTube, covering this. Appreciate you all kind of sticking around and chatting, having some fun. I'll be back next week doing this whole shenanigan again, and we'll be doing some more Avengers stuff on the channel. And yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you guys so much. And I'll be posting my notes somewhere. Somewhere they'll be posted. Probably in the description of this video, so you guys can kind of see what I wrote down. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So appreciate you guys once again hanging out, and I will see you guys later. Appreciate you guys. And that's it. All right. Later, guys. Have a good one.